Good morning and welcome to Take Five with Tara. I'll be your host today, Tara Schenkel from Stewart Technologies. So, today we're going to be focused on number two in our series of Sage distribution and manufacturing operations, streamlining order fulfillment. In our last webinar, we focused on setting up the dashboard in Sage distribution and manufacturing operations, or SDMO. So, you'll see we've got our dashboard here. And today we're really going to focus on the sales order entry. And so for most distributors and manufacturers, especially custom made to order custom manufacturing, the real first step starts with the sales order. And so right from my widget here on the sales process flow, you're going to see I'm going to click on sales order. Whoops, okay, click twice. It's going to launch my sales order window. And so now I'm going to hit create. And with SDMO, everything always starts, first of all, with the location that you're going to be shipping from. And so in our case, we're going to be shipping from the Acme distribution location. So I'm going to pick Acme distribution. And now I'm going to pick my customer. Notice I'm leaving the number blank. This is because SDMO will assign the number when I go to save it. Other thing I do want to point out is with SDMO, the first step in any sales order is always to begin as a quote. So now I'm actually ready to add my line. So when adding lines, you actually can do it one of two ways. You can do it right within the data entry panel you see below, or you can launch the panel in a separate window. So you're going to see here, I'm going to do add line and panel, and you're going to see me actually open up and create my item. So today we're going to focus on sending out the 51 series chair. I'm actually going to ship out 10. Notice my stocking unit measure is each. And so briefly, I'm just going to touch on each of these tabs. So for price, we have special pricing set up for Love and Furniture, so they get it for $545. It also will show me the stock cost amount, gross profit. So if I need to ensure that I'm charging enough to cover my costs, I can see that right from the screen. On the stocking tab, it shows me how much stock I have in hand, so I know right away how much I have in hand and how much stock is readily available for me to ship for this project, and if I'm short. If I go to the address tab, this shows me where I'm shipping it to, my delivery or delivery instruction. So for shipping date, I'm actually not going to ship the chair today. I'm actually going to ship it later this week. I can also have do not ship before and not ship after dates. And so if I have situations where customers do not want a product if it's not shipped by a certain date, or if I want to make sure that I'm not shipping something before a certain date due to stocking challenges, etc., SDMO allows me to control that right within here. Last but not least, I have the ability to do both internal and external notes. So internal notes will show up only inside of SDMO. No one can see them. The external notes will actually print on the documentation for the customer. So usually you'll see things like if the customer has special instructions, things they want done, maybe things they need communicated on the document, we can apply that here. So in this case, I'm going to click apply. And now I've actually saved off my item. Now I'm going to go ahead and hit save. And we're going to get an error message that's going to pop up here in a second. And I'll explain why we're getting that error message. So with this particular version of SDMO, we're actually integrated with Sage Intacct. And so what it's letting me know is that with the Sage Intacct integration, the department dimension is actually a required field. Now, if you're integrating with QuickBooks or Sage 50 or Sage 100, then the dimension functionality would not be turned on. But for Sage Intacct, because it does require dimensional reporting, this is a field I'm actually required to fill out before I can save. And so now once the save is complete, you'll see that we've entered our quote. And at this time, we can choose if we want to print it or not. And so if I choose to print the quote, I will just go up to the print quote window. And here's our document. So with the quote, you can print it, you can email it, and the form can be customized. And so at this stage, I have two choices. I can just go ahead and close out of my window, or I can convert the quote immediately to an order. And to do that, I can just click on the confirm button. And you'll see in a second it does save and it's going to update it as a confirmed order. So now this is no longer a sales order that's in a quote stage, it's now actually in a confirmed stage. So I hope you've enjoyed our Take Five series with Tara today. Next week, we're going to focus on how to enter purchase orders and how to create purchase orders from a sales order. Thank you and have a great day.